He knows best because soldier knows best. Y'all know Mark. Say hi to Mark. That's my introduction. Of course, they can't say anything back to YouTube.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
So, a large part of my audience already knows who you are, but for those who don't, do you mind explaining a little bit about your background?
Well, basically, I am in the Army, and I do communications in the Army. And then I just started on YouTube probably about 2 years ago, doing my first video was talking about jailbreaking the iPhone. And just from there, everything shot off, and now I'm in the Army Reserves right now, and I'm doing YouTube full time. So basically, I go over technology just like you.
Wow, so full time?
Yep, full time.
This is your job?
This is my job. It's the life.
To do videos. Unbelievable. Okay, so you're also recording on your end, so then you're going to record your end of this FaceTime video to your channel.
Yep. And
so then I guess it's your turn to if you want to ask me a question. We can do back and forth kind of thing.
Well, I'll ask you, what got you started on YouTube?
I uploaded my first video a few years ago before YouTube really got big, and it was just on a lark. I recorded myself doing, kind of a pantomime to the airline, usually the safety instructions they go through at the beginning of every flight. I was kind of miming it with my hands and facial expressions, and uploaded that to YouTube, and the very first video I did landed on the front page of YouTube.
Oh, man.
That was a really, really big deal.
Yeah.
So, I was doing videos before YouTube, and we'll probably be doing videos long after YouTube. I plan on live streaming my casket, and I'm going to decompose in front of everybody, and that's my plan.
Well, kind of opposite of that, I'm going to be live streaming my wedding on Ustream, so that should be interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
So, how did all that go down?
Well, basically, I'm engaged to Chris Starr, or her real name is Christine, and she's another YouTube partner. She does mostly comedy and skits like that. And so she asked me a question on YouTube, and we kind of hit things off from there. And then we went to CES this year together. And that was both our first time. And so we just really hit it off from there.
Of all the places to meet for the first time, CES.
Yeah. Well, she's more worried about the Vegas part, So I was worried about CES. So it was a win-win for both of us.
Oh, of course.
And
I can imagine.
Oh yeah. So then I finally proposed this past July 4th weekend, and I kind of incorporated Twitter with that. So that was pretty cool. So that was fun.
Yeah, I as soon as it happened, I was in on the retweets. I couldn't believe it. That was pretty neat to see all that unfold.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting to do that.
Did you think, years ago, this could ever be possible? I mean, really carving out a career with videos, specifically on YouTube.
Yeah, I had no idea. Just a year and a half ago, when I first started YouTube, I didn't know what the YouTube partner was. I just doing it just to do it. And then I found out about the partnership, and it just slowly but surely, as everything started kicking off, and I was like, wow, okay. And then I saw, like John for Lakers, he started doing it full time, and some other people on YouTube started doing it full time. I was like, well, let me keep on pushing at it, and here I am. So it's quite shocking that you're actually able to make this much money, just basically off YouTube. But that's where the money is, internet.
Well, and I think you've hit the nail on the head in terms of, how it happens, because I'm sure you get asked that all the time, like, how do you do it? And I think you just stay true to yourself, and if you're passionate and you share those passions and interests with other people, well, then good things will happen.
Yeah. I think the main focus, a lot of people want to get started with YouTube, but they just more worried about the money aspect. You need to first find something that you can probably talk about a lot, because technology, I think how many videos you hit now? Like, your 3,000 videos, something like that?
Yeah. Yeah. I took a completely different tactic than a lot of YouTube partners did. My, whole strategy is kind of, to build up a bit of a knowledge base, of information. And the hope is, too, to, be able to welcome other people into the fold at some point, because, one person can only do so much. And so that's where, it behooves, all of us to kind of do what we can to support each other. So that's one of the reasons why I've wanted to do this FaceTime call pretty much since Apple announced FaceTime, and then I got kind of busy. But
oh, yeah.
I'm glad we were finally able to loop back together again.
For sure. Well, you definitely use inspiration to me. I know you hate when I talk about you like that, but definitely you got a lot of us started. Well, I mean, again, it goes back to Tech TV, and then I found you on YouTube, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
So, yeah, you can do. If I can do this, anybody can do this.
I say the same thing.
So now, you say you're in the Army or vacations, or I guess still happen to be in that field.
Yeah.
Do you see social media transforming what it is the Army's doing, not just in recruiting, but training and specifically in actually doing its job?
Yeah, I definitely do see that because especially when troops go overseas, the biggest thing to them is keeping a piece of home, with them, and Facebook and all that stuff. It helps them keep interactive with their family and their friends. And so definitely there's security concerns about what websites they can view over there and stuff like that. So the Army and the military in general has been really pushing hard to get those, incorporated so that every soldier can, keep those things that make our lives go easier. You can't live without Facebook now. So definitely the Army is noticed that it was banned over there in the beginning. So, but yeah, so they're slowly but surely moving over, just like all big companies are too. So.
Well, considering that, again, I think a large part of my audience is also your audience, and certainly I think the same could be said, the other way around, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Geeks got to stick together.
Oh yeah.
If you had, a way to explain what it is you like most about YouTube and the videos you produce for YouTube, and what you like producing for YouTube, what would it be?
I would say freedom. You have the freedom to express yourself and to talk about things and not really worried about backlash. It's kind of like YouTube, your YouTube page. It's like your own personal website, so you don't have to worry about anybody. Well, you do have to worry about backlash from the community. You get the haters and stuff like that, but you can easily just block them. You can't. I wish I can block people in real life.
All the time. I find that actually I appreciate when formulaic, vloggers or video bloggers, whoever, kind of step outside their zone for a little bit and talk about something that may be a little more personal or, really give you a different, perspective into life.
Yeah.
So, we all have haters.
Oh, yeah. You can't get rid of them. Can't get rid of them. Yeah, I'll say freedom. It's so many different type of channels on YouTube besides tech. And I come across a channel that I was like, man, how have I never seen this channel before on YouTube? I do that like every day. So it's just the freedom and just being able to interact with people all across the world just very easily. So it's pretty cool.
Now, if it wasn't for YouTube, what do you think you'd be doing? I mean, would you still be doing stuff with the Army? Or if YouTube went away tomorrow, what would you be doing?
Yeah, I probably would. I actually got my degree in criminal justice, so it's kind of totally, left field. But I'll probably either be doing something with the military, or I kind of had a dream to go into the FBI, but, Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I will keep that in mind for, not that, I would have any, bearing on any, I'm probably wanted at this point for something.
Yeah. Especially with your prank calls you used to do.
But, I didn't really do them. They just kind of happened. When I used to get telemarketer. No one calls anymore. I tell you, the one quick way of stopping people from pranking you on the phone is to record the calls and put them online.
Mm-hmm. They'll eventually see it.
Oh, sooner or later. And unfortunately, for better or for worse, those are the calls that, tend to get a hell of a lot more attention than the ones that I spend a heck of a lot of time on.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's
kind of sad, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the same thing happened to YouTube. I think my first big YouTube video was me just talking about how my iPhone 4 got broke. Well, my iPhone 3GS got broken. I took it to the Apple Store. And how easy that experience was. It's something I just threw up there, and they put that on the front page. It was kind of weird. And all my other videos, it was kind of weird that way. But yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting how the things that you would never expect are going to catch on are going to catch on. But then again, sometimes just trying it, doing it, seeing what happens. You talk about, you've got your, not routine, but you got the things that you normally do. And, obviously I think we're both geeks. We love talking about technology. But being a geek, I find I've got other geeky things I want to talk about. And specifically now I'm kind of coming out of the shoebox and saying that I like Lego. And so some people appreciate that I'm uploading Lego video, and other people not so much. But there's quite a big Lego community out there. I'm surprised at some of the views that some of my Lego videos have received.
Oh yeah, well, I haven't been into Legos, but they've been very pretty interesting videos to watch. I want to get my own little personal Lego now. I was afraid for a while, and I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm not getting any younger. I need something to escape the hatertude
on YouTube, if I can use that word.
Oh, yeah.
If that word's never been used before, I don't know. So.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of it, though. It's a lot of it.
So now, Mark, where can they normally find you then? I mean, everywhere, online, certainly, but what are some of the websites that people who don't know who you are can find you?
Well, definitely quick. I just got a quick and simple website up, soldierknowsbest.com. I'll give you his basic background, and from there you can reach my Facebook fan page, my Ustream page, and also my YouTube as well. And Twitter is Soldier Know Best. Take off the S off the end of the nose. They ran out of characters there.
Yeah.
And so that's where you can reach me at. And basically YouTube is my main home.
So it's easy to find you. Just Soldier Knows Best. Are you got to be the #1 result on Google for that?
Yeah, I've been checking. I am. So Soldier Knows Best, all one word. Yeah, I'll pop up sooner or later.
All right. Well, Mark, anything else you want to say before we bring this to a close?
That's it, man. Thanks for doing what you're doing, man. You've been a big inspiration, man.
No problem. Well, as I said right before this call happened, I've just added you to my subscription box, so when people subscribe to me, they will also have an opportunity to discover you. And I've offered the same thing to John for Lakers as well. Since, like I said, our communities have such an insane amount of crossover that it makes sense to help each other.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's eventually, once they subscribe to one of us, they're going to be subscribed to everybody else. So that's good. That's good. Uh-oh, think you frozen there.
Well, keep doing what you do. I appreciate the. He's really happy, Mark. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
You're like grinning from ear to ear, like Tom. I'm like, wow, you can hold that pose pretty well.
Yeah, you were frozen too.
What's that?
I said, yeah, you were frozen too. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, no, I often get frozen, especially in the later hours of the evening when we have to be recording this.
Oh yeah.
Well, Mark, thanks again for your time, dude.
No problem, man. Thanks you, man. Later.
Well, see you later.
Peace.